Right after the Swordsmith Village incident, the Swordsmith Village relocation plan was put into action. Immediately, Tanjiro spoke with Go to the Kokushiba Butterfly Mansion after resting for 7 days following the intense battle. He mentioned that it took 2 days for Muichiro Tokito and Mitsuri Kenroji to fully recover, and he acknowledged that Tokito was gradually approaching their level during their conversation. Tanjiro accidentally revealed that Tamayo was investigating why and how Nezuko could withstand the sunlight. Startled, Tanjiro choked on his food, diverting Goto's attention from the topic. Meanwhile, Zenetsu arrived at Butterfly Mansion and discovered that Nezuko could now walk in the sun and speak, overwhelmed with joy. Then Zenetsu screamed and claims that she is now even more cuter, and he might die. He enthusiastically embraced Nezuko and expressed his admiration, explaining how cute and amazing it was that she could be outside in the sunlight. In his excitement, Zenitsu even proposed to marry her. Nezuko responded by calling out "Welcome back, Inosuke," surprising Zenitsu. He jokingly threatened to kill Inosuke, as for the past 2 days he was trying to get Nezuko say his name that serves him right. The scene then shifted to an emergency Hashira meeting. At the Ubuyashiki estate, Sanemi, Iguro, Muichiro, Mitsuri, Jomei, Shinobu, and Giyu were all present, with Ubuyashiki attending in her husband's place due to his illness. They discussed Nezuko and the implications of her newfound ability to tolerate sunlight. They concluded that Muzan would likely change his plans and target Nezuko, leading to an imminent all-out battle. The meeting also touched upon the mysterious marks that had appeared on Mitsuri and Muichiro. Amen explained that these marks were associated with the first swordsman who came close to defeating Muzan. The information had been kept hidden because many people felt frustrated for not having the marks themselves. Over time, the details became blurred, but it was widely known that those who possessed the marks would pass them on to others who met certain qualifications. Tanjiro was the first among the current generation to have the mark, but he struggled to articulate how it felt when he received it. Amen then asked Mitsuri and Muichiro if they could provide any insight. Mitsuri's attempts only led to embarrassing and nonsensical descriptions filled with noises, whereas Muichiro Tokito revealed that he experienced a complete loss of control over his emotions. Consumed by anger, he believed his heart rate exceeded 200 beats per minute, and his body temperature raised above 39 degrees Celsius. Muichiro mentioned that once when he was sick at Kocho's mansion, he was reported to have had a fever thermometer showing 39 degrees Celsius, which matched the temperature he experienced when the mark appeared. Amen Ubuyashiki left after revealing some crucial information regarding the mark, leaving Himejima wondering about his situation after Amen's departure. The Hashira members prepared to discuss the training. However, Tomioka unexpectedly stood up and expressed that he saw no need or reason to stay any longer. The other Hashira were perplexed by his statement, not understanding why he believed he didn't need to be present. Later on, it was revealed that Gyu's words stemmed from his belief that he was unworthy and should not have become the water Hashira. However, the other Hashira were unaware of this, leading Sanemi Shinazugawa to misunderstand Gyu's words as him considering himself superior to the rest. This misunderstanding escalated into a fight, but it was eventually resolved when Jomei Himejima intervened and suggested they'll sit down. Jomei had a proposition to share with the group. At the Butterfly Mansion, Hotaru Haganazuka arrived visibly exhausted and sweaty behind his mask to deliver Tanjiro Komodo, his sword. After giving Tanjiro the sword, Hotaru sat down as requested by Goju. In a passive-aggressive manner, he urged Tanjiro to achieve the blade. Tanjiro was amazed by the sword's quality and craftsmanship. Haganazuka explained that it was made from high-quality steel and must have been previously wielded by a powerful swordsman. The blade had the character Slake carved on it, Hotaru speculated that this blade was forged before the establishment of the Demonslayer hierarchy, which explained why many of the Hashira had phrases like "Destroyer of Demons" engraved on their swords. However, Tanjiro mentioned that he didn't recall seeing those words on the blade when he used it. This triggered Hotaru's angry monologue, blaming the absence of word on Tanjiro and his group, who took that unfinished sword, which was only polished till stage 1 end, was not fully sharpened. After Tanjiro promised to bring target Mitarashi Dango for the rest of his life, Hotaru left. Meanwhile, Genya Shinazugawa, lying in the bed next to Tanjiro, complained about the noise caused by Tanjiro and his guests. Tanjiro assured him that it would be the last disturbance, but before he could finish speaking, Inosuke burst into the room by crashing through the window. The shirtless Inosuke brought news of an upcoming intense training session. A group of heavily sweating demon slayers can be seen running down the mountain as the narrator explains that a special training session called Hashira training has begun to strengthen the demon slayers. Normally, the Hashira would only train their successors due to their busy schedules protecting their regions, gathering demon information, and honing their swordsmanship skills. Since Nezuko's ability to conquer the sun, demon activities have decreased, resulting in a period of relative calm. During this time, the Hashira could focus on nighttime patrols and daytime training. Tanjiro, still recovering in bed, and Zenitsu discuss the new training. Zenitsu complains about the intense nature of the training while Tanjiro enjoys his rest. Tanjiro emphasizes the importance of partnering with stronger individuals to become stronger oneself. He thanks Zenitsu for teaching him the lightning breath technique, which helped him defeat an upper rank 4 demon. Tanjiro believes that the training will help Zenitsu to build a promising future, leaving Zenitsu appreciative and blushing. As Zenitsu leaves the room, a crow crashes into Tanjiro's forehead, delivering the letter from Kagaya Yubuyoshiki. The scene shifts to Tengen Uzui, who is seen yelling at exhausted demon slayers. The narrator explains the different stages of Hashira training. The Uzui leads basic physical workout, Mitsuri conduct rigorous flexibility training. Muichiro focuses on quick movement training. Obanai revises sword skills, Sanemi oversee infinite strikes, whereas Jomei trains muscle strengthening. Both Hashira and regular slayers can improve through training together. Even the Hashira benefit from facing numerous swordsmen to elevate their temperature and heart rate, causing the mark to appear. This news motivates and inspires everyone to prepare for the upcoming battle. However, Giyu chooses not to participate. Tanjiro pays an unexpected visit to Giyu and describes the training to which Giyu is already aware. Tanjiro plans to join the training in 7 days, once he has recovered, and requests Giyu to train him. However, Giyu refuses. Expressing his anger, Giyu reveals that he is upset as Tanjiro has not fully mastered water breathing and become water Hashira. Tanjiro explains that he have approached Yurikodoki, and he said it's normal to change or create a new breathing style. Giyu clarifies that his frustration lies in the fact that someone needs to hold the position of the water Hashira, and he feels he's not worthy of that title. As Tanjiro was speechless, Giyu walks away, telling Tanjiro to go away. The scene shifts to Fugaya, who is shown lying in bed, his face mostly covered with wraps. He expresses concern over Giyu's isolation and asks Tanjiro to speak with him on his behalf, since he cannot visit in person. Tanjiro accepts the request and follows Giyu, engaging him in endless chatter day and night. After 4 days, Giyu finally relents and starts talking back. Trying to stop Tanjiro from talking further, Giyu reveals that he never officially passed the final selection. He recalls meeting a boy named Sabito during the selection, describing their similarities and friendship. Sabito displayed exceptional skills and sacrificed himself, defeating every demon and allowing the others to pass. Giyu was injured and saved by Sabito. but was left under the care of another boy. While Sabito went to help others, when Giyu regained consciousness, he discovered that the selection had ended, and he had passed by merely surviving the 7 days. Feeling unworthy for being rescued and unable to defeat a single demon, Giyu believes he doesn't deserve the title of Water Hashira. He believes he is different from the other Hashira and questions his place as a demon slayer. Giyu concludes that he will never obtain the mark that Sabito probably would have, and dismisses Tanjiro, urging him to continue the Hashira training without him and not to concern himself with Giyu any longer. Tanjiro reflects on Giyu's feelings, understanding the weight of wanting to sacrifice oneself for someone dear. Memories of Sabito and Makomo, who trained Tanjiro despite their supposed deaths, resurfaced in his mind. Tanjiro admires Sabito's ability to protect and save others during the final selection, contrasting his own perceived shortcomings. He believes that Sabito would have become a formidable swordsman if he had survived. Tanjiro also remembers Kyojuro, the flame Hashira who sacrificed his life to protect him. Tanjiro wishes he could have died in Kyojuro's place, recognizing his potential to defeat Muzan. With these thoughts in mind, Tanjiro decides to ask Giyu a question about whether he wants to fulfill what Sabito entrusted to him. Surprised by the question, Giyu's important memories start flooding back. He recalls Sabito's admonishment and slap, urging him to stop wishing for death and reminding him not to disrespect his sister, who had sacrificed her life protecting Giyu from a demon. In the present, Giyu mentally apologizes to Sabito and his sister for his immaturity. While Tanjiro observes the silent Giyu, he realizes he may have made a mistake with this question, and comes up with the idea of having a sober eating contest to break the tension. Just as Giyu is about to respond, Tanjiro suggests the contest, confusing Giyu. However, Giyu is now fully committed to joining the Hashira training. Meanwhile, a distressed Shinobu seeks solace and advises Kanao on how to defeat the demon responsible for her sister's death. Kanao. Next, we see that Kagaya Yubashiki have sent a crow to invite Tamayo to the Demonslayer's headquarters, proposing a collaboration to work together in defeating demons. Tamayo, known for her expertise in demonology and her desire to save innocent lives, has been invited to join forces with the Demonslayer Corps in their quest to defeat demons and protect humanity. What would Tamayo's response be? That's all for today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for part 2 of Hashira training arc. See you all in the next video. Until then, bye.